Hi guys, I just wanted to make a quick little video about adding a new column to your point of measurement sheet. It's going to reflect the difference measurement between your first proto sample and your pattern. So you can see the difference of how your sewn garment is off and doesn't match your pattern. In a perfect world, wouldn't it be so great if our first sewn up sample, our first proto, matched our pattern exactly? If yours does, I kind of don't believe you. No offense. Sorry. Because it just doesn't happen all the time. There's so many errors that could happen. Even in the industry professionals that do this for a living, it doesn't always turn out perfect the first time. And that's okay because we want to analyze it and figure out why and what we can fix. And then we'll look at it in the fitting, and the parts that did come out wrong, we might like it that way. So we need to know that going into the fitting. So a real quick way to do that is to make a column and write out the difference. So if our pattern, the length, I wanted 40 inches, but when I measured my sample, it's only 38 inches, that's 2 inches shorter. That's kind of a big deal. So I want to note that. So I could just write 2 inches. Now, I know we don't really love doing math, I've noticed in this class. Maybe you are the one person that loves doing math, and that's fine. Go ahead and do the math. But if you don't want to, Excel will help you out. So instead of actually typing the difference, I can just type in this cell, I'll click it, and I'll put equals, and then I'll click this cell, which in my case is L10, but when I just clicked it, it wrote it for me. Minus, and I'm going to click this cell, and then I'm going to hit return. Hey, and it did the math for me. Isn't that great? So if I click on this cell, you can see up here, it's a formula. I did undo. Okay. So now if I hit Command Copy and Command Paste, so Command C to copy, Command V to paste, or I could have gone up here to Edit, Copy, and Edit, Paste. It copied the formula, but luckily, instead of it doing L10, it did L11 because 11's the next row. Once you have two done, you can select them both and then hover in the bottom corner and just click and drag, and it does the math for all of them. Hooray! So now I'm going to highlight the big differences. I would say 2 inches is pretty big. A 1/4 inch, that might be within tolerance. So you'll eventually decide, you'll work with a factory, and again, it's impossible to hit every spec perfectly. So usually companies will come to an agreement of within tolerance. So 1/4 inch might be agreed within tolerance, close enough basically. 1 inch, I don't know, that's kind of big. 1/2 inch, that's worth checking into as well. 1 inch, I'm gonna highlight that. 2 inches, that's not good. This one hit, yay, that measurement hit, perfect. 2 inches, that's pretty off. A 1/4 inch, I'll let it slide. You know what, a 1/2 inch for the back neck drop, that's kind of a big deal because it's sort of a small measurement anyways. So now I have these numbers highlighted, so I'm ready to address them when I go into my fitting. So I want you all to add this column to your Excel sheet, and yeah, teach yourself how to do that formula just like I showed you, and you'll be happy you did. It's really handy. Great, and that's the end of this video.